Hey everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's Brad here. Just going to show you some quick footage of what I got going on. I racked my East Coast Blaster over onto the dry hops, and I'm getting ready to put the cocoa nibs on the triple chocolate. And we'll cut to that and let's check it out.
You can see I've already put the hops in there. What we have is 1 ounce of Simcoe leaf hops, ½ ounce of Amarillo pellet, ½ ounce of Calypso pellet. And I'm getting ready to rack this over, and then we're going to be dry hopping for 10 to 14 days. And then we're going to be bottling this baby up. Alright, here's the East Coast Blaster. The beer has been racked over onto the hops. I don't know if you can see it or not. I just moved it around. It's raining little hop pellets down inside there. And we're sitting on 70 degrees. I'm getting ready to put a shirt over top of it, so the window's mostly blocked off back here, but to keep any light from getting in there on it. And then I'm going to leave it on the dry hops for 10 to 14 days, and then we'll be bottling it up. And then that's the East Coast Blaster. And this bottle, this carboy's got kind of a green tint to it, so it makes everything look darker than it is. Alright, transferring the East Coast Blaster over onto the dry hops today. This is the gravity sample. Got a nice orange color. It still hasn't cleared up because this came off the bottom. My fermenter bucket has a spigot on it, so I just used the first little bit that came out of that for my gravity reading. It'll clear up in a second. It looks like it's sitting on about 10-12. So it's you could bottle it now, but I'm gonna dry hop it for 10 days, and then we will be bottling this baby up and drinking it in a couple weeks. And I saved the gravity sample of the East Coast Blaster. This was the very first little bit that came out of the bottom of the spigot when I run it. So you can see it's got some crap in the bottom of it, but you can see toward the top it's clear. You can get the color on it. It's got a really nice nose on it. It's got the Calypso and Amarillo, Simcoe, and something else in it. I'll have to look at the sheet, and I can't remember the bittering hop. I think is German Magnum, if I remember right, or Horizon one. I think it's actually Magnum. So this is going to be a real nice APA. And then I'm going to put the cocoa nibs over on the. This thing's still bubbling a little bit, even after all these weeks. And then here's the cocoa nibs. It's 4 ounces. And then we'll leave them on that for probably another month. Okay, if you've never seen cocoa nibs, which I have not, neither has Amy, so we were back here investigating them before I rack on top of them. This is what they look like. Look like little pieces of crushed up chocolate. And they smell like really rich dark chocolate. And I've sanitized my bucket here, so we are dumping them in, and we're getting ready to rack the triple chocolate Belgian ale on top of the nibs. Pull the airlock out. Poof. And it smells like pure heavenly chocolate coming out of this thing, because the this is the triple chocolate, and it's been sitting on top of that 8 ounces of baking cocoa for over a month now, and it just smells like pure heavenly chocolate coming up out of there. And we're going to let it sit for another month on the cocoa nibs, and then we're going to rack it. And this is going to be a super, super, super chocolatey beer. And it's exactly what I want it to be, because I love chocolate. And I'll get a gravity sample while this is coming out, so I'm going to put the camera down, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, here's what it looks like. Still got the tiny bit of sludge coming out here. That's the some of the yeast and the baker's cocoa slurry. I was going to let as much of it come out as I wanted to, and then it stopped. I was just going to ahead and cap it off. I think I'm going to sanitize my spoon and give this thing a really gentle stir to get all these cocoa nibs saturated. They'll probably do it on their own and fall down, but I'm going to just give them a quick stir. And that way they will go ahead. Alright, looks like the sludge is stopped, so I'm going to cut this off. And one more month on these cocoa nibs and we will be bottling this bad boy, and we will have some Wild Boys Brewery triple chocolate Belgian stout. Yum. Alright, looks like we're down to about 10-12 on this one as well. So we're at 10-12 on both of them. And this is the gravity sample of the triple chocolate Belgian stout. You can see it's really dark. It's got a little bit of light coming around the edges of it, but not a lot. And then on the nose, getting that baker's chocolate, the malts, the Fuggle hops coming through on it. It smells great. And this is without the cocoa nibs, so it's going to be even better once it sits on those for about a month. Looking forward to this one getting bottled up. And then there's the Smashing Pumpkin. You can see it's developed a lot of yeast on the bottom here and then up on the sides. I've just been letting this thing go and ferment out, and then you can see it's got some vanilla up around the top, and the beans are still in there. This thing should be really good when it gets done, because it's got lots of different flavors going on in it, and I've let it finish out real good. So it's probably actually going to finish out around 9 or 10% if I had to guess. We'll see. That's pretty much what I got going on for Homebrew Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good one, and I will see you later. Cheers.